Hello, my name is Helen and welcome to this audio which will guide you through a self-massage. We'll be using touch to help us tune into our bodies and become attentive to how the body is feeling now in the moment and what it needs. I invite you to stand in a clear space, or if you prefer, you can be seated if that's better for you. Remember, you know your body best, so if any instruction doesn't feel right for you, please pause and rejoin when it's okay for you. Or if you prefer not to do any of the movements, you might try to imagine in your mind's eye what it would be like to do that. I invite you to turn your attention to the fact that you're standing and begin to drop into your body, paying attention to your body in the way you might at other times pay attention to the busyness of work. So moving from the doing of the day to just being with yourself, being with your body. Try to use the movements of your body to help you keep focused on what is happening in your body moment to moment, the feelings and sensations that arise, or perhaps the lack of feelings or sensations. At times your mind might wander. That's what the mind does, and if this happens, notice where the mind has gone and gently refocus your attention back to my words and the part of the body we're focusing on at that time, guiding the mind with kindness. As we stand, turn your attention to your body, the feet connected to the floor, the legs supporting us, the spine connecting the lower and upper parts of the body, the head balanced, breathing in, and as you exhale, sigh out through the mouth. Allow the body to soften. Sense your body standing tall, upright, letting go of tension and noticing what is happening in the body right now. If it feels right for you, closing your eyes, sighing in as you breathe out once more. Breathe in. Sighing out, allowing the body to soften. Take your attention to your feet, these feet that support the body. Sense the feet grounding down into the earth. Sense the toes connected to the earth, the balls of the feet, the heels. Then, if it feels right for you, transferring the weight slightly towards the balls of the feet and coming forwards until you feel your toes perhaps gripping the floor and the lower leg muscles tensing to support you. Sensing what is happening in the body, the tensing of different parts of the body as you seek to maintain stability. Noticing any changing sensations, perhaps a shifting of ease and tension as you hold this position of the body, and then gently releasing and coming back to a point of balance, and then just noticing what is happening in the body now. Perhaps a releasing of muscles, perhaps noticing a change in your breath. Perhaps it's become more easy. Perhaps there is a slight increase in heart rate. Just noticing what's happening in the body right now. If it feels okay, transfer the weight backwards into the balls of the feet and explore how that feels to change the point of stability noticing any changes in the body, in the breath. Perhaps the breath has shortened or tightened. Perhaps there are changes in other parts of the body. Perhaps a releasing in the toes and a tensing in the calves. Perhaps there's tension creeping into the spine or the shoulders. Perhaps your feelings have shifted. Maybe you feel a little more tense, a little less secure, a little less stable. Perhaps there's no change. Just noticing and accepting these changes for what they are. Now, on an out breath, move to a point of balance and see if there are further shifts in the body, the breath, in sensations, feelings, thoughts, as you feel the even weight in the feet, the body balanced. You may experience more ease standing in balance. Perhaps the breath flows more easily. Perhaps nothing has changed. Just noticing as we stand here. I invite you to bring your hands to your head, cradling the top and the sides of your head in the palms of your hands as we prepare to begin our mindful massage. Gently massaging all over the head, using fingertips in a circular motion. Sense the connection of fingertips to the scalp and to the skull. Then, if it feels okay for you, gently tapping over the scalp and the skull, around the front of the head, the sides and the back. Perhaps noticing the sensation of sound and vibration as you tap the skull and the scalp with your fingertips, and then trailing the fingers down the face several times, like water dripping down the face on a rainy day, easing the face muscles. Move your fingers to the middle of your forehead and gently draw them out to the sides of the forehead, as if gently wiping the face. Continue this movement gently down the face, moving the fingertips over the bridge of the nose, the cheeks, the top of the lips, the chin, repeating this several times. Taking the index fingers to the point between your eyebrows, and then with a light pressure, gently massaging along the brow line and around the eye socket, using a circular motion. Moving the fingers in a circular motion around the eye socket, not applying pressure, just a very light touch, and up the bridge of the nose to the point between the brows. Gently repeating 2 to 3 times. Taking care not to use too much pressure, especially near the temples. Now taking index and middle finger to the sides of the nostrils and gently massage with circular movements along the edges of the cheekbones, from nostrils to ears, and repeating. Sensing the contours of the face as you massage. And then using the same action along the jawline, starting in the middle, Place the index and middle fingers on the chin and the thumb just under the jawline, and then using a gentle circular action, massaging along the jawline to the base of the ears, helping to release tension in the jaw, a part of the body where we often store the tension associated with the stresses of the day. Sensing the outline of the jaw as you massage, and then taking the fingers and the thumbs to the ears and gently massaging around the ears from the top of the ear to the earlobe, tuning into any sensations as they arise in your face, your head, your ears. And then gently tapping the fingers all over the face, perhaps closing your eyes as you do this and getting a sense from inside, an internal sense of the shape of the face as you tap all over the face. Then finding your neck, and with the fingertips lightly exploring the muscles in the neck by stroking in a downwards action from the jawline down the neck to the shoulders. Taking your hands to the back and just gently stroking the back of the neck. Now allowing the hands and the arms to drop to your sides. If you've opened your eyes, perhaps closing them again and taking a moment to stand, to breathe. Feeling the weight of the arms dropping from the shoulders. Noticing the head, the face, and any sensations there. Perhaps of warmth, tingling, perhaps nothing. Just noticing whatever is arising for you in the moment. Moving now to massage the shoulder muscles, taking the right elbow into the palm of the left hand and crossing the arm and placing the hand on the left shoulder and gently kneading along the shoulder from neck to the top of the arm, repeating 2 to 3 times, and then using a stroking action, stroking down the neck and along the shoulder, and then moving down the outside of the left arm with a kneading action, and then the inside of the upper arm, and then down to the lower arm, and just sensing the shape of the arm as you massage, and then taking the right hand to the left hand and gently placing the right thumb on top of the left thumb and the fingers underneath, and massaging the thumb, and then each finger in turn, just rubbing along each finger, helping to relax the fingers of the hand, interlacing the fingers of the right hand through the left and gently circling the hand at the wrist. One way and then the other. Finally brushing or stroking down the arm as if wiping yourself after a shower. And coming to stand and closing your eyes and tuning into your body. Noticing if one part of the body, one side of the body feels perhaps a little more relaxed than the other, noticing any sensations, perhaps of heat or cold, tingling, perhaps nothing. Just noticing whatever is there. Now repeating on the other side. So taking the left arm and cradling it in the right palm and kneading along the shoulders, easing out the large muscles at the tops of the shoulders. And then stroking gently down the neck and along the shoulder. And then massaging the outside of the right arm, and then the inside, and then the lower arm, just using a kneading action. And then taking the top of the left thumb to the top of the right and the fingers underneath, and massaging and circling the thumb, and then each finger in turn, bringing care to these hands that do so much work for us through the day. And interlacing the fingers of the left hand through the right and circling at the wrist one way and another. And then, as if you were brushing water off yourself after a shower, just stroking down the right arm all the way to the fingertips, and then coming to stillness once more, just taking a moment to be with yourself, your arms resting gently alongside the body, and just noticing what is happening, perhaps a sense of pulsation in the fingertips, perhaps a sense of lightness has come into the arms, whatever is there at the moment. Taking your hands to your chest and gently tapping across the upper chest. And then gently tapping down the left hand side of the body along the waist, going up and down on the left hand side to the hip and then back up, and then the right hand side of the body from the chest down to the hip and back up. Placing the palms of both hands on the body, on the right hand side of the body just under the ribs, and without exerting pressure move them in a circular motion around the abdomen, moving from right to left, gently soothing and massaging the belly. And then coming to stop and stand in stillness. Moving the hands to the back, to the spine, and placing them in the middle of the back if that feels comfortable for you. Placing the palms on either side of the spine, avoiding directly touching or putting pressure on the spine, and then using your fingertips once again in a circular motion to gently massage either side of the spine from the middle of the back down towards the coccyx. Repeating 2 to 3 times, and then using a stroking motion, just stroking down the back from the middle of the back down across the buttocks, middle of the back down across the buttocks, making fists of the hands gently tapping all around the buttock muscles. Helping to ease out these large muscles that help to support us through the day. and then cupping the hands and cupping the hands on the buttocks, using this cupping motion all around the buttocks, bringing them slightly forward to the hips and then back onto the buttocks, and then coming back to stillness and sensing what is happening, perhaps noticing a change in the breath, perhaps the heart rate has increased, perhaps there's a sense of warmth and tingling in the body. Just noticing whatever is there in this moment and allowing it to be. Now taking attention to the legs, perhaps stepping the right leg out to the side a little so there's a slightly larger gap between the legs. If you've been standing for this practice and it doesn't feel right for you to remain standing, you may now like to sit on the edge of a chair. So cupping the hands and tapping down the left leg, the outside and the inside, and all the way to the foot of the left leg. And then all the way back up. And then taking the same action to the right leg, cupping the hands and tapping all the way down the right leg, feels okay, transferring the weight onto the right foot and just rolling the left foot in a circular motion. So we're up on the ball of the left foot and we're circling the foot around, perhaps just rolling over the toes and back, and then taking the weight onto the left, coming up onto the ball of the right and circling the foot one way and then another, perhaps rolling over the toes, and then taking the hands back up to the head and brushing the whole of the body, brushing over the face, the back of the head, the back of the neck, front of the neck, brushing down the left hand side, brushing down the arm, brushing over the chest, the left hand side of the body, taking the left hand and brushing down the right hand side as if we're flicking water off the body after a shower or perhaps being outside on a rainy day. Brushing over the front of the body, the back, the left leg, the right leg, and then coming to stillness once again. Closing the eyes, tuning into our experience, tuning into the sensations in the body, noticing where your attention is drawn to. Perhaps it's drawn to the fingertips, perhaps to the soles of the feet or to the toes, perhaps to the back of the neck or the head. The mind will be drawn to different parts of the body and the sensations that are residing there. Just noticing these and accepting them, and then letting go. Taking a deep breath in and sighing out through the mouth. Taking a deep breath in breath in and sighing out through the mouth, closing the eyes if they have opened, and taking a moment to be with yourself as you allow the breath to return to normal. Taking time to be with yourself before you return to the doing of the day. Gently opening the eyes and thanking yourself for taking the time to be with yourself today, for taking the time to honour this beautiful body that carries you through the day and helps you with all the busyness and doing of the day, for taking time to self-care. I wish you well today. Go well today and every day. Thank you.